Namaste. Zanoni Snowflake here. We're just going to start with some tuning fork sound healing. We'll start with the heart chakra. And then we'll bring in 128 Hertz, the weighted Otto with the heart chakra. And then we'll go to the high on set, 272.20 Hertz and 544.40 Hertz. And then we'll finish with the other two weighted Ottos, 32 Hertz and 64 Hertz. I invite you to close your eyes if you want an internal reality, internal world meditation, or if you want an open-eyed meditation, you can keep your eye on the water crystal in front of us, the card with the water crystal, or the smoke, or you may be drawn to one of the crystals. I invite you to bring your attention to your breath, noticing the inhalation and the exhalation, how they lengthen, soften and deepen as you become more in tune and rested and in balance with your body. If you feel any congestion or any stuckage, have a little shake, or maybe you wish to make some sounding, something like sighing on your exhalation, or singing or humming, buzzing any congestion or pain away. Zzz, You may wish to place your hands on certain parts of your body, like your heart or your belly, your forehead, the back of your neck, or another part. Listen to your intuition. Well, I feel very relaxed after that. Pisces, my Pisces in my natal chart is Mercury, the planet Mercury. Expression, communication. I think it's actually going... Mercury time! Oh, I do love that. that goes on in the background, and so it's programmed into my subconscious. My mind, or our mind, because it's host body Neve Deborah Coleman, and all our alternate personalities, gets very hectic. And so it's interesting to just, to see how the subconscious and how it can be programmed, and having things like that happen. It's not really something I could plan. I can't plan anymore, not like I used to. Everything, life as I knew it, the conscious I before, has completely changed and gone out the window, out of my control. So yeah, that's awesome. So what were we saying? Mercury, I think it goes a retrograde, in the shadow of Mercury retrograde at the moment. I think it's start around the 13th of October. It's not around there, I can't know. It was came up the other day. And so it's the planet of the mind, communication, expression. It'll be interesting actually for us to pay attention to what happens to our mind now that we're becoming more co-conscious and more present rather than past present with the meditations that we've been doing. It's however many a day. We're pretty much in permanent meditation unless we've been triggered into our past state where we relive the traumas, and use our shaking medicine and all our different alternative healing to ride through the traumas. We have an internal deaf, blind and dumb processing model, so it's complete darkness. It just comes out in complete feelings and sound. So you may want to download a free copy of your natal chart. Look up to where Pisces is and see what planets are in Pisces, and how that then refers to you. So when I think of Pisces, I think of my mind, my ability of communication, and my ability of expression. If it's Uranus, for instance, it would be waking up. I think Uranus might be kind of sudden shocks as well. Pluto's creation and destruction. Saturn's boundaries, structure, limitations, the breaking of and the putting in place. So each planet has a different kind of energy to it. So I'm going to just to let you know, we're currently in the void of course moon, and we have been since 8:18 a.m. this morning, and the moon transits into Pisces at 4:34 p.m. this afternoon, and that's UK time. We've got the Aries full moon on Thursday, so the moon transits into Aries. Let me just look this up, at 3:47 a.m. on Thursday morning, and it's full on Thursday as well at 10:05 p.m. So 10:05 p.m. on Thursday evening, we've got an Aries full moon, and she transits into Aries at 3:47 a.m. on Thursday morning. So we're in Pisces for the rest of today, all day tomorrow, Tuesday, and all day Wednesday. I'm just going to first read you some information regarding the tuning forks, so that you know, these are all our self-healing tools that we use. We do these recordings so that it's kind of like a maximum output, minimum effort, multitasking. It's for the alters that don't want to heal themselves or do anything for themselves, and they like to watch a lot of stuff. So they watch these back, and that helps the neurological pathways connect in the brain and so the body. So it decreases the separation, and there's more integration in the body and mind. And these are also the tools that we use to heal ourselves rather than traditional medication, along with plant medicine and herbal medicine. So the first bit of information I'm going to give you about tuning forks is actually from a little booklet that came with our Solfeggio tuning fork set, and it's from the tuningforkshop.com from India. It's a lot cheaper than other places I've found, but just as good quality. We've done some research into it. So I won't read you the actual stuff on the on the Solfeggio sets, but the benefits of tuning fork healing. deep relaxation, more peaceful and focused mind. A theta brainwave state that is great for meditation, reducing stress and mental fatigue, boosting the immune system, accessing inner wisdom, intuition, enhancing memory and ability to problem solve, increasing sex drive, transforming limiting beliefs, enhanced visualization and creativity, etc. Uplifts your mood, due to endorphins being released. Helps clear energy blockages. Brain, hemispheric, both sides, rebalancing. Can help clear energy blockages. Energizing. Helps get you more in tune with your body. Some experience an increase in sensitivity and body awareness. Promotes a feeling of unity and connectedness, etc. Spiritual realignment. DNA activation. The frequencies used are a sonic version of the phi ratio, which is the same blueprint as the DNA. Vibration is everything, and every vibration has its own frequency. Frequency healing medical tuning forks. So, tuning fork therapeutic healing work changes the vibrations of a person, similar to how Dr. Emoto used frequency to change the frequency of water. Here is an example of Dr. Emoto's work, and that is actually the cards that we have up here. So this card that you've been looking at, if you chose to do an open-eyed meditation through the sound healing, oops, there goes a citrine crystal, is winter, and it's earth. So we'll read that one in a minute. Decided to open with these cards. We've got one to close with, and then we've got the spectrum that we'll do in a minute as well that we're working with. And I'll leave a link for an introduction to Dr. Emoto's book, Hidden Messages in Water, below once we upload it onto YouTube. There are some pictures in here just to show you some. By using medical tuning forks that are scientifically calibrated to specific frequencies, one can create the change necessary within the cells of the body to attune to health, vitality and wellness. Since the human body is made up of 80% water, one can see that if Dr. Emoto's experiments with water had this great effect, imagine what can be done to the human body when frequencies are used to heal the body of disease, unbalanced state of illness, and unhealthy symptoms created out of vibration frequencies within the human body and its energy field. How tuning forks affect the body. Tuning forks affect the body by changing the vibrational frequency of various parts of the body, such as the organs, meridians, brainwave patterns, chakras, lymphatic system, muscles, and endocrine system. Specific scientifically calibrated medical tuning forks have been tested, researched and used for many years now, can be skillfully used by a professional sound healer trained in tuning fork therapeutics. We didn't qualify in our sound healing teacher training, but we got pretty much right to the end, but then we had to do our own personal healing. But through my understanding of my experiences and the pattern that's gone on, is to show that we don't get qualified in the conventional way, but that doesn't mean that we can't then use these tools. I'll also leave the link to Tuning Your Human Biofield book as well below. These are professionally used in various protocols and methods that will bring healing results to clients that are dedicated to balancing themselves and bring harmony to the mind and body. Regular treatments are recommended for best results and for preventative measures to prevent minor problems from getting worse. With time and focus, a professional sound healer can reach into the depths of the soul, the body and the mind and bring about healing. Charles Lightwalker, PhD, 2012. Testimonials, tuning fork healing. The following testimonials are from many of the clients this person has seen over the past 20 years. Wow! The sound vibrations that Dr. Lightwalker used not only brought peace of mind to me, but it increased my energy level. I highly recommend getting these treatments from Dr. O'Neill Sanderson. From TJ Riley, I had a profound experience with Dr. Charles Lightwalker when he performed sound healing treatments on me using tuning forks. Over a 6-month period, he was not only able to make me pain-free, but he brought me hope that I could again function as a physical therapist. And then from Reverend Thomas Nelson, I never would have thought that tuning forks could make such a difference in my life, but they have. After having treatments with Charles Lightwalker, I was able to walk pain-free. I think everyone should try tuning fork treatments for the relief they bring to pain and suffering. So that's from that little book. And then we've got another bit of information here from the tuning fork. All the information is actually from tuningforkshop.com. Quality of tuning forks mainly depends on 2 factors: type of material used and frequency accuracy. Tuning forks are used for healing because of their ability to emit vibrations and frequency. When a tuning fork is struck, it not only vibrates the fork itself, but it also vibrates the surrounding airspace with the same frequency of vibration. This sends the vibration as an impulse through the air. This vibration can be harnessed to help increase the healing energy inside us. Now we've also got our bath run so that it cools down, and we will actually use these same tuning forks, but we'll tune up the water in the bath. So we're correlating the visual of looking at frozen water crystals here, incorporating our physical sense of the eyes. We've incorporated our ears from the vibrations and the frequencies of the forks, and we'll also put these forks in the end. We'll strike them and then put the ends. So if it's the weighted fork, this one here, I put this end in the bath. But for the other forks that aren't weighted, like these, I put them in the bath that way round. And we learnt because we did it the other way round first. So this is a lot of stuff that I'd say my body's taught me, but it's a central nervous system. When one accesses their central nervous system, and they do enough meditation, they're actually accessing the collective conscious and subconscious electromagnetic field, which goes through all of humanity and Mother Gaia and more. Nassim Haramein, Resonance Science Foundation, or Resonance Science Project, is a good one to look up if you want more information on that. And what we're doing is, rather than changing the modality as air that the vibrations travel through, we're changing it to water, so it slows it down. Oh, apparently it slows it down. I'm finding that interesting myself. Is that what it does? Really, some of us that are so smart, but they don't pop out very often, but that's one of them, I think. But we do get information a bit wrong, and back to front with our processing language disorder, hence why we read the information of these things. And then when we watch them back, it's about not only do the alters that don't want to do stuff for themselves watch it, but the other alters that are constantly being a teacher and correcting us watch it. So they go, oh, you got that wrong. Nope, that's not right. So yeah, it's quite interesting watching the process work. And now as I'm talking about this more, you may be able to hear in the vibration of my voice, the anxiety and the vulnerability comes up. Because I'm not sure why, we're not used to, we're not familiar, we're not comfortable because of our programming and talking about it. We've not really ever been we've been made to believe that our pain has been made up, or a lot of our stuff's made up, pseudo-memories. The pain's not real, it's just growing pains. But when you've had growing pains for 40 years of your life, I realise now it wasn't just growing pains, it was actually Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, our EDS, to go with the DID, or the autism, processing language disorder, fibromyalgia, postural orthotic trachea syndrome or something, POTS. There's lots of it, but we're not comfortable with being a victim. We've been self-sufficient pretty much our whole life. We never got help with our homework because we used to trigger our father, and so he didn't help us with our homework. So yeah, we have been taught a lot of stuff to ourselves, starting from a very young age. And so this is us continuing to teach ourselves, and we call ourselves Shinto Self-Empowerment, which started in 2012, but now I understand that our purpose in life is to share our live reality healing process, to inspire others to take responsibility and accountability, self-responsibility, self-accountability, self-management into their own healing journey, because the body just has the most amazing innate. We hold all information inside of us that's out there. We look outside for information and knowledge, but actually it's all in us. And once we can understand that or get a glimpse of that and then continue down that journey, what's accessible to us out there is much more accessible to us from inside, because we're all different. And when we look for knowledge and experience externally of us, it's someone else's experience. And being human, from the way I've got it, it used to be being human is to suffer, but then it's like, no, being human is to transcend suffering. It's not to live someone else's experience. Yes, read and be open to other people's experiences so that they, and we found this in the garden the other day, so that they can give us the key to what that feeling, what that vibration, what that frequency is like, so that then we can then unlock that in ourselves and continue our own unique expression of that knowledge from an internal perspective. So what is the difference between weighted and unweighted tuning forks? Weighted tuning forks. These forks work more on the physical level. One can feel the vibration more stronger and at a deeper level when its stem is placed on the body. This is due to the weights at the end of each prong. The sound lasts longer, but is softer and more diffused. They are heavier in weight. They are shorter in length than the same fork in an unweighted type. And that would be all to do with the, we're not getting into that, that's to do with maths and physics. Unweighted tuning forks. These are excellent to use for pain relief, reducing inflammation and inducing relaxation. They are normally placed on the body or by the ears. To tone them, one can simply tap them on the palm of the hand or use the tuning fork activator or mallet. The weighted tuning fork has round weight at the end of each prong and works like this. I don't know why that's got a weighted bit in the unweighted. These forks work more on a subtle level, delicate or mysterious. So we're on the unweighted there, it just had a weighted one in it. They move in a physically lesser motion. The feeling of the vibration is more subtle when its stem is placed on the body. The sound does not last as long, but it is sharper and more crystallized. The unweighted tuning fork is plain at the end of each prong. They are lighter in weight. They are longer in length than the same fork in weighted type. These are excellent to use for mental and emotional balance, improving energy field, improving physical health, and promoting spiritual upliftment, helping to create inner harmony and wholeness. These forks are placed around the body or by the ears. To tone them, one could gently tap two forks together or strike them on the tuning fork activator or mallet. What is the correct way of holding a tuning fork? The fork should not be held by the prongs. It will stop the vibration. The correct place to hold it is from the stem handle. How to produce sound in a tuning fork. This can be done in several ways. By tapping two tuning forks gently against each other. This method is used to get the loudest sound. Be careful not to nick them. By using a rubber mallet, this is also used for louder sounds. By tapping on a kneecap, this is another method for toning tuning forks. By tapping gently on knee, tuning forks can be toned. This method can be used for slightly louder sound. By using the activator, this is also used to generate slightly louder sound. Using thigh or palm, you can use hard muscles such as the thigh near the knee or the firmest part of the palm of your hand to tone tuning forks for softer sound. By using a wood mallet, this is done specially for the smaller sized angel and crystal forks. Important things to follow while using tuning forks. Keep your wrist flexible when holding the tuning fork. Grasp it firmly at its ends, but keep your fingers relaxed. Bend your elbow when holding it. There shouldn't be any tension in your arm, which travels to your hand and makes using the tuning fork harder. Hold the tuning fork on its side so you're striking only one of the prongs. The U shape causes both sides to vibrate and produces a smooth sound wave. Why aluminium alloy tuning forks are better than stainless steel tuning forks. The aluminium fork sustains longer, pure tones, as well as rich, sustained overtones, which create a deeper and richer experience. Overtones create an atmosphere where one can connect with one's multidimensional essence. Aluminium alloy forks are softer than steel forks, so they are easier to use for longer sessions. Aluminium forks last longer. We have seen that even a 15-20 years old aluminium fork vibrates and gives rich overtones the same way like a new fork. Aluminium forks are cheaper in price than steel forks. Quality and accuracy. Quality of tuning forks mainly depends on two factors: type of material used and frequency accuracy. At Tuning Fork Shop, we never compromise on these two factors. With years of experience behind us, we are able to produce one of the finest tuning forks available in the market, especially for healing purpose. All our tuning forks are made from special grade aluminium alloy, and frequency is guaranteed to tune to an accuracy of plus or minus 0.25%, which is very good healing grade accuracy. All our forks are machine made and not moulded or casted, which makes them superior in quality. So the first fork that we used was the heart chakra, the fourth chakra, Anahata F, 136.10 Hertz, also called the cosmic Om. The heart tuning fork is tuned to the Om vibration and resonates to the Earth year, or the time it takes the Earth to rotate around the Sun, which is 1 year, or 365 days. It helps in relaxation, effective for immune system and circulation. It helps in spirituality and devotion. And we used to have the weighted one of them, but that went missing along with a lot of other of our stuff in the psych ward, sadly. But that's all good. Whoever it went to, hopefully, is getting some healing from it. So then we brought in one of the weighted Otto's 128 Hertz. That was the second one that we brought in. I'm just going to read a bit more information on Cosmic Om. The Cosmic Om tuning fork creates a vibration that resonates with the Cosmic Om. It is believed that Om, O-M, or if you can do it A-U-M, and we also do it backwards, so it'd be or and then there's the other spelling which a lot of people use as O-M. It is believed that Om is the mother of all languages. Repetition of Om enables us to maintain mental and emotional calmness, overcome obstacles, and enable understanding. It is an everlasting, never-stopping tone. Our soul has this same frequency. Indians in olden times were given this tune in meditation naturally, as they opened themselves to the cosmos. These tuning forks give amazing results in meditation, reaching out to universal energies, journeying in an energy work session. Their effect is to relax, soothe, balance and sedate. Just having a drink of green tea and jasmine. In the chakra set, this is the heart fork. The colour resonates to is blue-green, and they do give you bubbles to put on the end. So we've got a little bubble on the end of that one. One of the fundamental mantras used in meditation is Om. The intention of Om is to cause you to be one with all life, thereby opening yourself to unlimited growth. The mantra is not beneficial due to its literal translation, but instead to its vibratory frequency. This fork is based on the revolution of the planets around the sun, which causes the different seasons like spring, summer, autumn and winter, which is this crystal here that you're looking at from Dr. Emmerotto's water crystal cards. It vibrates to a frequency equal to an Earth year, which is 365 days, and is in the 32nd octave. Benefits. It gives peace, calmness, tranquility and serenity. It promotes relaxation. It opens up our heart chakra. It helps us in meditation and connects us to cosmos. Pain relieving effect on our body. And this tuning fork is based on C sharp 136.10 Hertz. So I said F on that other one, so we've obviously got a bit of information mixed up there. But I think this one might be referred to as the weighted one. So maybe the weighted tuning forks, even though it's 136.10 Hertz, the weighted could be C sharp and the actual chakra one could be F, but that's information that we still have to learn ourselves. So the first tuning fork that we brought in was the weight with the heart, because we did the heart with all of them to be the common denominator between them all, the integrator between them all, the connecting frequency between them all. So was the Otto, that's not it, that's 32. Here it is, the 128 hertz. The Otto tuning forks are used for relaxation and for sending vibrations into the bones. The Otto tuners are available in 3 different frequencies. This tuner is tuned to the frequency of 128 hertz. It vibrates at a low pitch due to its weighted prongs. You may start your explorations of working with Otto tuners of various frequencies with the 128 Hz and then graduate to other frequencies like 64 Hz and 32 Hz. This fork is especially effective when placed on the sternum, vertebra and meridian points. Used primarily for relaxation and grounding, the Otto tuners resonate with the deeper tones of the earth. The Otto tuner is the note of C in the diatonic scale. These frequencies project sound into the physical body, especially in the bones. The effect is to replenish the tone of the tissue and to align them well. Great for sore muscles and relaxations of bones. C. 128 Hz is used for grounding and relaxation. This frequency is also used by EMTs and paramedics to locate fractures in bones. So seeing as we're on the Ottos, I was drawn to put my hand on my heart then, but we actually have to then bring our hands to the back of the body. So then, whoa, that's so weird. So then, so when we basically, yoga mudras is connecting your hands in certain positions, and it's connecting the circuits in the body. So your nervous system in the body acts as like an electrical wire circuit. And I was just going to say, when I was reading then, I was holding the paper in my right hand, my left hand was on my heart, but obviously we're accessing the back of our body. So then I put it on the back of my body, so in my rib cage. And then I swapped hands and put my right hand on my heart and put my right hand on the back of the body, and it caused this pressure thing between both my ears where it sucked in through the ears, and then there's this, all the tones changed and my hearing changed, and then there's a real high-pitched squeak sound. We used to suffer tinnitus a lot, but all these sounds and different things we experience are the different pressures in the body, because we live in a tubular body, so it's clearing the tubes, and when the tubes get cleared, one way to clear the tubes is creating pressure through your breath. That's why exercise is so good for you. But even if you can't do extreme physical or do physical exercise, you can still create the pattern of breath work that exercise produces to create the pressure yourself for your breathing modalities. Like my body's taught us to do a lot of panting and holding the breath in different ways, which then creates the different pressure in the body to access different areas of the tube to clear. So that was pretty powerful, that was. So I'll read the high Om forks, which was the next two that we brought in after that one, because what I did is first of all I used the heart to bring us into our heart chakra, our heart electromagnetic field, the green colour, the greeny blue colour of the light refraction of the rainbow electromagnetic field. I then brought in the 128 of the weighted to fully bring us into our body then, the physical body, before I brought in the high Om set, which is the one now I'm going to read, of 272.20 and 544.40. So I was grounding us in, bringing us to our heart chakra first to create the balance and so that pure intention from our heart, bringing us into our body and grounding us before we took us up higher into the higher fields of the higher Om. High Om tuning forks for sound therapy. These are high quality machine made tuning forks which are excellent for sound healing and not moulded tuning forks. Free shipping, and we've printed off the whole thing, so if you are curious of price. Free rubber mallet with this tuning fork set. All forks are in attractive velvet pouch, and it's $55 for USA and $60 for the rest of the other countries. We're not promoted by them or anything, it was just all printed off here, and you might be curious of price. It creates energy field around our body. It is believed that Om is the mother of all languages. Repetition of Om enables us to maintain mental and emotional calmness, overcome obstacles and enable understanding. It is an everlasting, never-stopping tone. Our soul has this same frequency. Indians in olden times were given this tune in meditation naturally, as they opened themselves to the cosmos. These tuning forks give amazing results in reaching out to universal energies, journeying in an energy work session. It creates new, fresh energy around us. These forks are based on the revolution of the planets around the sun, which causes the different seasons like spring, summer, autumn, and winter, the water crystal for winter. Benefits. It creates energy field around our body. It promotes relaxation. It balances chakras of our body. It helps us in meditation and connects us to the cosmos. Pain relieving effect on our body. So what I've done with the heart is, let's say that this is the heart of the crystal. I've brought us into our heart. I then grounded us in to bring us rest into our physical body. Then I brought in the higher set to bring our body further out, so we're accessing the wider range of our electromagnetic field, before now bringing you deeper into your body again. Because if you're someone that's already grounded, you don't want to go into your body too much, because, well, I can only say this from my experiences, the more that I'm in my body, the younger we are. Yeah. And because I'm so aligned with all of us now, whatever I talk about, and the words, the vibrations are so in line. So if I eat a peanut, ma, give me the pizza. Yeah, so I get embarrassed now. So when I talk about the younger ones, they come out more. But obviously they don't have the brain network to be able to talk about the other information that's talked about. So that's in the older personalities, but the older personalities are the ones that come out, a lot of them, in the paralysis mode of the body due to our trauma that's happened on the fight, flight, freeze. We used to be a freezer, but we're breaking ourselves out of that freeze pattern. So plus, when you look at vibration, if you've got the centre point, you don't just go from one extreme over here or one extreme over here. It's like that pendulum, which I've never done before, but they did that pendulum mode like that at the start. So you start here and then you go that way and then that way, and you do baby steps and just get more and more, so you get used to the pendulum flow. So that's what we're doing with the forks, and I presume that's got something to do with the octaves, but we've got a lot more of that to learn and connect us all. So the next fork that I brought in was the 32. So I did go deeper because it's 32 and 64. So I went deeper to then bring us up into 64, not to end on the lowest one either. Plus 64 is the balancing out between the yin and the yang, the left and right vagus nerve, the internal and external world. So I'll read 32 hertz next. It's the same information that we read before a little bit. So all these forks are good for putting on the sternum, the vertebra and the meridian points. They're all great for sending vibrations into the bones, hence why paramedics use them to find broken fractures, because it will send a vibration through the bone and the fracture, and it will cause more pain, so they can see the response of the person and hear the response of the person from their sounding. If they're not able to speak and say it causes pain and they just react, go ah, for instance. All of them are used for relaxation and grounding. This particular, they project sound into the physical body, especially the bones, and the bones are the structure of our body. Pisces rules the feet as well, so it's good to have these going right into our bones. All of them are great for sore muscles and relaxation. This one, C32 Hertz, works especially with the skin and hair to stimulate nerves and hair. So it's stimulating your peripheral nervous system of where all your nerve hairs are, and good for grounding. So if you did, apologies. It's 1:45. So just in case you didn't hear that one, the C32 works with skin and hair to stimulate nerves and hair. Good for grounding also. And then we ended on the 64 Hertz with the heart, and the 64 Hertz helps to loosen sacral ligaments and stimulate and balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. Useful in emotional trauma and grounding. So we use that one a lot. And you may have heard my stomach going a lot as well in that. So that's all the tuning fork information. And this water crystal that we're looking at, as I said before, is winter. And it's with the earth set in this pack. And it's the opening one for this pack, for the Pisces, Moon and Pisces transit. This was the opening card that we got from the energies. And the cards of Earth. The Earth is our home. Every day of our lives, our liver filters over 100 gallons of water and sends this purified water to the other organs in our body. Based on this fact, I imagine the Earth as playing a vital role in purifying the water for our planet and then sending it out into the universe. I believe that it is our responsibility to protect and purify the water of the Earth. I also believe that our consciousness will purify the water, and through this we can send messages of beauty and strength to all life. How can we do this? The answer is love and gratitude. We like to say unconditional love. If all the people of the world can feel unconditional love and gratitude, the pristine beauty of our Earth may once again return. Here are the cards in the nature group and sample meditations. To honour the following aspects of nature, select a card and feel the emotion of love and gratitude. So winter was number 4. 4 is actually the number of Gaia from one perspective. As the days shorten and the temperature drops, we may experience water in the form of snow. It blankets nature with a promise of new life to come. Let the snow land on your face and feel it turn to water as the crystals return to their original form. And we have just done the autumn equinox season. Also spring for the Southern Hemisphere readings. You may wish to go to that one. And I just... it does have a little bit in here so that you can understand more of how to use cards. How to use the cards. I will share some suggestions for the water crystal cards, and I encourage you to use your creativity to come up with some uses that will be well suited to your own life. You can use either the word side of the card or the water crystal image side. Choose a card that has meaning for you. It may be something that you want to increase in your life, want to better understand, desire to heal, or wish to honour. So we meditate first, shuffle the cards, and then we ask for the card to be given, and then one will jump out. So that's if you don't find yourself drawn to a particular card. If you are interested in choosing to use this modality, it's a tool to help you develop your intuition. I think they call them divination tools. Use a card in a focused meditation for a day, a week, or as long as you wish. So we did have a load of these on our table shrine that we've been having going for the 9/9 portal opening that we do. Keep a card under your glass of water with either the words or the crystal photo facing up towards the water. Keep it there for about 2 hours and then give thanks as you drink the water. Oh, that's an interesting one. That's a really interesting one. We have read these already, but it was obviously another altar that read that because I don't remember that at all. Place a glass of water on the water crystal representing the harmonised energy of the card you have chosen. Remember a time when you felt the positive emotion connected with the word printed on the card. 2. Place the hands in a traditional prayer position and say, water, I love you. Water, I thank you. Water, I respect you. Or you might address whatever word or physical aspect you want to substitute. 3. Practice 1 minute of meditation. The meditation, or entering the state of nothingness, purifies and shortens the vibrational wave, allowing your intention to enter what I call the cosmic field. 4. Drink the water with a feeling of gratitude. Place the love and gratitude card on your bath or shower wall to improve the H2O. H2O means vibration of the water. So when you say to improve the H2O of the water, it's saying to improve the vibration of the water. H2O is H-A-D-O, so it could be H2O. Place other crystal images in other areas of your living or working space to enhance the atmosphere. And you can use this if you've got a pack of cards, tarot cards, oracle cards. You can use this with any cards. This is just, all these cards are open for your own interpretation of however your intuition is guiding you to use something. There's no wrong or right way. There's only the way that's wrong or right for you in that moment. So it's about, these are just different tools to use to tap yourself into your intuition and to healing. Everything is consciousness, whether it's organic, inorganic. Consciousness is expressed different ways, through whether it's a book, through whether it's one of your organs, through whether it's a system of your organs working together, whether it's the human body. Consciousness is in everything. It's what NASM, it's energy, quantum physics, quantum biology, quantum mechanics. Energy is everything. Everything has vibration. Everything has frequency. A table or something inorganic that could perceive slower, it has just got an exceptionally slow vibration to something organic and moving fast, with faster atoms vibrating. As a group, focus on a body of water either near you or afar that you wish to affect positively. Focus as a group on this body of water and send love and thanks to it. See my website for the project of love and thanks to water, which is held every year on July the 25th. www.beyondword.com, BEYONDWORD. We used to work for Beyond Humanitarian Aid charity. Say a water prayer. Put a glass of water on a table in your kitchen, dining room or private room. Gently tell the water, I love you and thank you. At the same time, briefly visualise that all the water on earth is connected. You can do this with your children, family members and friends. Your love and thanks will be sent out to all the water on earth through the water in the glass. And then a little bit on the cards of healing. Oh no, that's the cards of healing, so we'll come to that in a minute. So yeah, that's this one. Winter. An earth card. You may want to pause the video on that card. If you like that, to do an open-eyed meditation and just bring yourself into that vibration of winter, to prepare yourself for winter when it comes, if you're someone that suffers seasonal affective disorder. So I'm going to give you the spectrum of the cards now. I'll give you the top spectrum 3 first, and then I'll give you the bottom spectrum 3 at the end before we do the very end card that was given for the reading. So this first one that I'm going to show you, creativity, right brain H2O, a healing card. And that is what the water crystal that was produced. So you may want to pause it there again. I'll just give you information. Cards of healing. It was a healing one, wasn't it? Right brain. Yeah, let me just check on memory. Yeah, right brain H2O. There it is, number 5. 5 is the number of choice, freedom and change. Cards of healing. Through my work, I realised the relationship between emotions and organs. When the vibration of a certain part of the body is disturbed, it negatively affects the whole body. The body's intrinsic vibration has to be restored by giving a new external vibration that cancels the disturbance. I have worked with musician Alan Rubic, R-O-U-B-I-C, to create music that can help balance the body. The resulting music is on a CD called Keys to My Heart. The crystal photographs were taken after playing each of these melodies to distilled water. Each crystal was gauged with a H2O measuring device which measures vibration and energy. I have noted the name of the piece of music after the emotions for each of the 10 organs listed below. 2 additional health crystals are added at the end for your pleasure. Please visualise the positive emotion of each melody while listening to them. If you are working with the healing cards, remember that to love yourself is to love and thank all of existence. We cannot, nor is it necessary to, rid ourselves of our emotions. No one is ever completely free from negative thoughts. However, our physical and mental health is undermined by frequent negative thoughts and feelings. The principle of vibration shows us that when 2 opposite waves combine, they cancel each other out. When we emit the positive emotion, the negative emotion will disappear. Here are the cards in the healing group. The positive and negative emotions associated with each physical aspect are indicated in parentheses. Select a card that represents the energy you wish to work with. For example, the emotions of the adrenal gland are release and suppression. And this is 5, the right brain H2O, creativity, unimaginativeness. I remember. So it's about tapping into your DNA structure, your central nervous system, to remember that we have infinite knowledge within us, and meditation is the access point to that. So that was the very top card of the top of the pack, the conscious, the aware, the seen. The next one was a wisdom card, love for humanity. I love the subconscious and how this intuition thing works, because I don't expect or understand to know any of this. And so now when I'm reading it, it's just, I find it very inspiring, and it's our passion, and it just brings a smile to our face. So I hope you're feeling those vibrations coming through to you. Was this a card of wisdom? Yes, a card of wisdom. So our memory's getting better as well. Cards of wisdom. I believe that purity of intention causes a shorter wave vibration. When the wave vibration is short, it carries farther into the cosmos because there is less space between the waves for disrupting vibrations to enter. Human beings have a physical limitation regarding the range of sounds we are able to transmit. To hear or transmit sounds far away must be done in a frequency band exceeding the scope of our ability. What may allow us to accomplish this is water and the molecular cluster in it. If you fill your heart with love and gratitude, happiness and peace, you will find yourself surrounded by an abundance of gifts to love and feel grateful for, and you can get closer to enjoying the life of health and happiness we all seek. To expand these wisdom vibrations in your life, choose a card and feel the emotion the card represents. Here are the cards in the wisdom group. And this one was Love for Humanity, wasn't it? Love for Humanity, number 10. That was perfect, well, because 10 is karmic, number for karmic completion, made of new beginnings 1, 0, unity equaling 1 new beginnings. So it's a new beginning of knowledge and healing in the way that we do the card readings. For you to not just have the card readings, but to know why we use the cards, how we use the cards, the different types of cards, and integrating them in with the cycles of nature, because it's the moon in Pisces transit, for instance. So 10, love for humanity. Water travels around the world, and we can learn much from it by its ability to flow through every boundary and return to its source. So there's the love for humanity card. And then the next one's very important to us, because through this journey of this us showing you our self-healing processes, we aspire to do it with integrity and authenticity and transparency. It's a power card, honesty. And that's the crystal that's produced. With honesty, a power card. Cards of power. It is important that we treat water with respect and that we work with all energy in a respectful way. If you choose one of the following words of power to amplify or to honour something in your life, be sure to do so in an attitude of humility and gratitude. Oh, so much gratitude. Seriously, so much gratitude for this. The vibrational aspects of a word impart physical effects. Choose a card that has meaning for you. It may be something you want to increase in your life, or something you want to honour or to better understand. The cards in the power group. And this one was honesty, and it's number 7. So number 7 relates to what we know of the numbers so far into self-development, self-growth. And it's just honesty. That's all it says. So those were the 3 beautiful packs. Those were the beautiful cards given to us on the top of the pack. Conscious, aware, seen, spectrum. And the card that was given to us to open the reading was this one, winter, to get us ready for winter. Now, I'll leave that there. Now I'm just going to give you the moon phase. It's going to be an extra long one, this one, I didn't realise, but this is how it goes. So we did the moon phase for today, last time. So today it's moon phase, waxing gibbous 4, and it's the will, number 13. So tomorrow, the moon phase is focus, the waxing gibbous 5, number 14. 14 is the number of moderation, 13 is the number of effort. So I just read that one. Waxing gibbous 5, focus. You must focus on the task at hand right now. There is no room for a scattergun approach. Put on the blinkers and do not listen to gossip or negative people. If you make a mistake, it is your mistake to make. Do not waste your focus. Do not split your attention into too many pieces. And the affirmation or the incantation and singing these, create a melody, makes it even more powerful to your brain and the reprogramming. And we'll do it like I, we, you. I have, and so you may want to repeat after. We'll say it twice and you can repeat it on the second. I have a laser-like focus that serves me well. I have a laser-like focus that serves me well. Wasn't expecting that. We did say the sing, didn't we? We have a laser-like focus that serves us well. We have a laser-like focus that serves us well. You have a laser-like focus that serves you well. You have a laser-like focus that serves you well. And then we do that backwards. Yes, you have a laser-like focus that serves you well. You have a laser-like focus that serves you well. We have a laser-like focus that serves us well. We have a laser-like focus that serves us well. I have a laser-like focus that serves me well. I have a laser-like focus that serves me well. Yeah, I'm so glad I never know what's going to happen because that's very embarrassing. We're not a singer, but it's not about being a singer. It's about doing what's best for your body, making information for self-healing to get maximum output, minimum effort. And we are sharing what we do, and this is what we do. What we place our focused attention on matters. Placing our undivided focus on something means we are more likely to take action on it. We are more likely to finish something we wish to complete if we focus on it. We are more likely to plan and succeed in our achievements should we take the time to focus on how. Even something as simple as eating a meal is more enjoyable if we take the time to focus on just that. Eating and all of its sensory rewards. What hinders focus? Diversion, and it is often diversions we set for ourselves or that we allow. When we are afraid of our own growth or greatness, we may procrastinate. We might place drama in our own way. We may even focus on everyone except for ourselves, and never have the time to do the things we set for ourselves. Our heart's desires, therefore, never come to us. We might allow the opinions of others to get in the way, letting the criticisms and values of others affect us. This is useless. We need to forget about the gossip or opinions of others, about what our society says. Instead, turn your focus to you and what you are doing. Pay attention to you. You. We need to focus instead on what feels so deeply good to us, what we really want and what we want to place our laser-like focus upon, and soon it will be ours. And the companion stone on metal is carnelian, and I think this red one up here is actually carnelian. But we need to develop and understand our crystals more. And then tomorrow, here it is. I was going to say we had it, moved it in the way. That's for the thing. This is the one for tomorrow, sorry. Today we're in will. Tomorrow is focus. And then which is Tuesday. And then Wednesday is the waxing gibbous 6 and it's action. 15. 15 is the number of the devil card, desire. So we need the focus to build us up to be extra strong with our willpower and saying no to something, or asking ourselves, do we really need it? And if we want it, to maybe lessen the size of the portion. Because for us, it's not about giving things up, it's about adding good things in, things that bring us fun and joy, and eventually the others just fall out. Number 15, waxing gibbous 6, action. The time has come to take action. Let go of your paralysis. Yes, please. Let go of your burdens, step by step. And here's the incantation again. So we'll do it the same as before. I am responsive and ready to take action. I am responsive and ready to take action. We are responsive and ready to take action. We are responsive and ready to take action. You 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 are responsive and ready to take action. We are responsive and ready to take action. We are responsive and ready to take action. I am responsive and ready to take action. I am responsive and ready to take action. Sometimes we are afraid to move forward. This is natural. Change can be difficult, and if we have been hurt or have failed before, we are anxious about what may happen if we instigate change. Maybe we think it's easier and safer to just tread some water for a while, instead of taking joyful action towards the things we truly desire, such as the writing of a book, undertaking study, accepting a new job, or seeking a better relationship. We balk, we freeze, we do not take the steps we could, and so we remain stagnant. We don't grow. This moon phase encourages us to embrace action. Action is a part of our humanity. We are not made to hide and refuse to blossom. And the companion stone or metal for that is rhodonite. And then we go into Wednesday, which is the full moon. Not Wednesday, sorry, Thursday, which is the full moon. But that will get read on Thursday. So, as usual, a bit of information now. We told you it will be moving into Pisces at 4:34 p.m. So that's in just over a couple of hours. And a Pisces moon is feminine, fruitful, cool and moist. This is an excellent time to retreat, meditate, sleep, pray, or make the dreamed of escape into a fantasy vacation. However, things are not always what they seem to be with the moon in Pisces. Personal boundaries tend to be fuzzy, and you may not be seeing things clearly. People tend to be idealistic under this sign, which can prevent them from seeing reality. There is a live and let live philosophy attached to this sign, which in the idealistic world may work well enough, but chaos is frequently the result. That's why this sign is also associated with alcohol and drug abuse, drug trafficking and counterfeiting. On the lighter side, many musicians and artists are ruled by Pisces, which is perfect then for that right brain hemisphere card, isn't it? It's only when they move too far away from reality that the dark side of substance abuse, suicide or crime takes away life. And the traditional moon time, that's perfect to be reading the moon stuff now, isn't it? I love it. It's fabulous. So the traditional ruler of Pisces is Jupiter, and the modern day ruler is Neptune. The impulse is empathetic, and it rules the feet. And that's from Llewellyn's 2020 moon sign book. And now going on to Kirsty Gallagher's Lunar Living, working with the magic of the moon cycles. The moon to dream and believe. Element water. Quality mutable. Ruling planet Neptune, the god of the sea. and planet of inspiration and dreams. So like I said before there, that's the modern day ruler. If you're interested in the traditional ruler, which is Jupiter, that's the king of the gods, that planet. Symbol, the fish. This watery moon will put you right in touch with your intuition and your deepest emotions to help you navigate the way forward. You'll probably feel the Pisces moon building for days, causing tidal waves of raw, sensitive emotions. This last sign of the zodiac will bring an ending to create a new beginning. This is a moon of true healing, as the gentle waters of the Pisces moon helps to soothe, cleanse and renew your emotions. If you can allow yourself to take a thorough emotional cleanse, find forgiveness and look your fears in the eye. This moon will be like a balm for your heart and soul, as it brings deep insights, awakenings, growth, answers. But especially it calls back home to yourself all of the parts of you that have been scattered. Parts of you have given away to those who did not appreciate or deserve them. It's a homecoming, a completion. Mystical Pisces is the keeper of imagination and dreams. So under this moon, your imagination will be your most powerful tool. I'm just going to put up the card that was given to us for 14, King of Earth, King of Pentacles. So that's the card that was given to us for the moon in Pisces transit. So mystical Pisces is the keeper of imagination and dreams. So under this moon, your imagination will be your most powerful tool. Use it to help you daydream what is possible and what you most want from life. Pisces also has a wonderful ability to romanticize life, so you'll be able to create a world where all is perfect in your imagination. As idyllic as this sounds, it comes with a small word of warning. Your dreaming needs to be rooted in something real. Pisces can get so caught up in the spiritual realms of leaving everything to the universe that you can forget that you also need to take action and meet the universe at least halfway. The symbol of Pisces is perfect for this moon. 2 fish swimming in opposite directions, one in the higher realms and one grounded in reality. Pisces will give you the ability to drift off into daydream, fantasies and visualize all that you want your life to be. It will help you to vision what is possible for you, but you need to blend your higher consciousness, the dreaming and the guidance you receive from your higher self and the universe, with real life human action. While it's true that the universe is on your side, helping you in every moment, you have the ultimate responsibility over your own life and destiny. You have to heed the intuitive niggles and nudges and signs the universe gives you and act on them. Under this moon, as well as being sensitive to your own emotions and needs, you will feel yourself extremely sensitive to those of everyone around you, feeling everybody's feelings and wanting to help. If you are an empath in daily life anyway, you may find yourself under this moon giving all your time and energy away to other people and leaving nothing for yourself. Pisces isn't very good at boundaries, but that's what you must do to take care of you under this moon. You may also be more susceptible to other people's opinions. This could lead you to distrust your own inner feelings, and that's what Pisces is empowering you to do, to trust. Pisces will bring the mystical and the magical, the psychic and intuitive, the ability to manifest and create. Your intuition, imagination and deep inner knowing will be extremely strong under this moon, as Pisces calls you into trusting your inner niggles of what isn't working in your life. Deep down, you do know what to do. You really do. You know what you want to create and where you want to go, and you know what you need to let go of. Trust in that. Pisces also asks you to trust in the flow of life, in the fact that everything is happening for you, to help you to grow and evolve and move in the direction you are meant to go in, even when it comes to the endings and even if you can't see why it's unfolding the way it is, or the bigger picture. Just trust. Under this moon, you will just know. The Pisces moon calls you into allowing endings to create new beginnings. You can't always control how the tides of life flow, but it is up to you how you react to them and whether you fight or flow with life. If you don't like where you are, stop treading water there. Stop clinging on to old relationships, jobs, fears, and ways of looking at and believing in life. If life feels like a struggle, then stop swimming upstream and fighting against it. Drop the burdens of fear, doubt, blame, shame, expectation, resentment and guilt that drag you underwater. Let go and allow the flow of life to lead you to where you need to be. This moon is like coming up to the surface and taking a huge deep breath of fresh air. Neptune, the god of the sea and the planet of inspiration and dreams, rules Pisces in the modern rulership. If your life could be any way that you wanted it to be right now, what would that look, feel and sound like? Use Neptune's idealistic, imaginative qualities to see your dreams in full colour with surround sound. See it, feel it, believe it. And remember that if you can see it and believe it, you can also achieve it. These dreams only come to you because, on some level, they are already real. You just need to follow your intuition and the signs to bring them into this physical reality. Jupiter, the traditional ruler of Pisces, the king of the gods, is the traditional ruler of Pisces. Expansive Jupiter, the planet of purpose and possibility, wants you to expand your truth, your knowledge and your horizons. This moon will take you to the edge of your comfort zones, on a wild adventure to fulfill your greatest potential and seize every opportunity. Jupiter is related to the crown chakra, taking you into the realms of the cosmos and higher consciousness and broadening your vision into what is possible for you in this lifetime. Water symbolises emotions, so flowing water is really good to help clear your emotions, have your emotions flow through you. The water elemental consciousness in the body are the downward channels, and stagnant water represents stagnant emotions, and the sea, the ocean, is symbolic of consciousness. The key words for Pisces are I believe. Use this as a journal prompt and see what flows to you in answer. Set some intentions or create some affirmations. Using this declaration at the beginning, things like, I believe in my visions and dreams. I believe in the voice of my intuition. I believe in the guidance and support from the universe. What to watch out for under a Pisces moon. Becoming emotionally irrational and magnifying your fears completely out of proportion. Getting so caught up in illusion and imagination that you lose touch with the real world. Waiting to be rescued rather than taking action to manifest things in your own life. A crystal for this moon, agate for emotional healing, malachite for endings and beginnings, or iolite for dreams and imagination. Thank you, Kirsty Gallagher, Lunar Living. A great book to buy and be able to refer back to for journaling and all kinds of things. So now we'll start with the spectrum, the top spectrum of the pack for the card given for Pisces. Oops, there we go, the other citrine crystal. Can we balance it? There we go. So the conscious, the top of the pack, the seen, the aware spectrum reason for the reading. 23. 2, patience, balance, choices. 3, expansion, creativity, together equaling 5. Change, freedom. Integrity, keywords, integrity, honesty, honour, character, values, morality, sincerity, consistency, principles, fairness. Key phrases: act with honesty and honour, walk your talk, everyone deserves a second chance, oppose hypocrisy, dishonesty, cruelty and injustice, practice ethical and honest behaviour, do not play favourites, be the best person you can be, do it for love, not for profit, keep your promises, do not betray a trust, Avoid gossip and speaking ill of others. Do not cheat or take the easy way. Do not allow injustice or cruelty towards innocence. Behaviour and actions influence reputation. We all live in glass houses, so avoid judging. And then the bottom spectrum of the pack, the subconscious, the unaware, subconscious, unseen. Spectrum reason for the reading. 14, number of moderation, the King of Air. This is swords in the traditional tarot pack. Key words. 14 is made of 1, new beginnings, 4, perseverance, structure, grounding, number from Mother Gaia, together equaling 5 again. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Change and freedom. So there's 2 5s there. 55 is the number of adventure. Have an adventure delving into the self-discovery of your inwards journey. And together they equal 10, karmic completion. So we're definitely coming to the end of a cycle. A karmic cycle. Keywords: disciplined, ethical, commanding, expert, forceful, precise, rule-oriented, respectful. Key phrases: a time for ethical behaviour, no room for compromise, seek the advice of an expert, respect the rules or laws, why are you pushing boundaries, keep your judgment free of emotional impediment, don't be drawn into an argument, don't reject unsolicited advice. Thank you. King of Air and number 14 and 1 and 4 and 5 energies. So now I'll bring this one down so you can see it closer. So we've got a double king here. Queens are about taking action and expressing one's emotions. And kings are that you know your emotions, you're in touch with your emotions, but you're able to control your emotions. So the royals are, they know their emotions, they know how they feel, they've done all the work, hence giving them the powers that they have within royalty, being a royal, but they know when to either take action and express the emotions, action being the yang energy, and taking action on expressing the emotions, which is the yin, feminine energy. So the queen is a female on the external, but she is applying the white with the white circle with the black in the middle, because black is the dark, the receptive, the yin, and the white's the taking action. Whereas the male king is a king on the outside, and the way he's utilising the energy is he's keeping knows his emotions, but he's keeping them inwards because it's not a suitable time to express them. So he's using the inwards energies of the yin, the dark, the black, with the white in the middle. I'm not sure if we've got that the right way round, but I think you've got the gist of what we were saying. And it's the 14 again. We described the numbers of that earlier: moderation, new beginnings, perseverance, 5, change, freedom, etc. So we've got lots of 5s. We've got 3 5s. 15, what's the number 15? 15 is the devil again, and desires. So we're really breaking the desires. So this is the 5th limb of yoga. So your yamas are the first limb, your niyamas are your second, third is your asanas, the postures. So your yamas is your external moral conduct, your first limb of yoga. Your second limb is niyamas, which is your internal moral conduct. Your third limb is asanas, which is your postures, the positions that you put into different positions creates different pattern in the body, therefore acts as different tubes to clear different tubes. And then your 4th limb is pranayama, rhythmic breath control, and your 5th limb is pratyahara, freedom from the desires of your senses. So that is what today is about. I'm picking up on the energies. Keywords: virile, successful, industrious, devoted, steadfast, authoritative, reliable, dedicated. Key phrases: take pride in accomplishments, pay it forward, honour your process. Now is not the time to make changes. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Free yourself from control. Don't be lazy. Abuse, misuse of power. Potential blockage. The King of Earth, blocked energy, may represent someone who expects others to do for him what he is too lazy to do for himself. He can feel his is the lord of his domain, and believe all who dwell within are there to serve him. He may even be someone who tends towards chauvinism or misogynistic behaviour. The reversed king can be rigid and controlling, or the blocked energy king can be rigid and controlling, bullish and pedantic. He can also be jealous and unwilling to relinquish anything he sees as his property. He may represent someone who is vainglorious, a name dropper, who believes themselves to be far more important than they are, and be willing to take another's laurels for their own, by suggesting that their success is only due to his help or counsel. When the reversed King of Earth appears in your reading, he may symbolise, or a blocked energy, king energies, symbolises a need to free yourself from a controlling relationship where you are not treated as an equal. He might also be telling you to let go and lighten up. It may even be time to laugh at yourself and to not believe your own hyperbole. So a bit of laughing yoga can go in there. Whether he represents you or another, the reversed King of Earths cautions against egocentric behaviour that restricts or limits others. If you are in a position of power or responsibility, remember always that it is not in your favour to abuse it. Allow those around you to shine when it is their time to be in the spotlight. Meaning. The King of Earth is a very satisfied man, and he has every reason to be. Everything he touches turns to gold. His kingdom is secure and wealthy, and his people are happy and prosperous. While some may consider that his circumstances are born of luck, he is a natural leader, and his success is born of hard work and dedication. He is proud of his accomplishments, and is not afraid to acknowledge them, and more importantly, to enjoy them. However, despite any appearance of excess, he is very grounded and realistic, and enjoys abundance because he is wise and careful. The King of Earth is not afraid to be open or candid, because he has no insecurities or emotional baggage to feed doubts and fears. He is only too willing to share in his success, and gives advice and guidance without hesitation when asked. He does not fear that doing so will give rise to a competitor or rival. He believes that everyone is entitled to the same opportunities. He is clear-minded and reliable, someone you can trust and depend on. He is also wise and intelligent, and these factors keep him at the forefront of all that he does. On a business level, some may see him as boring and pedantic, but his methods are sound. He has found a process that works for him, and one that pays dividends. Why change what yields results? If his methods fail, then he is willing to change. But if the methods work, then change is not required, and is an unnecessary waste of time and energy. He is not one to try and fix that which is not broken. The King of Earth may appear in your reading to tell you that it is okay to rejoice in your successes. All too often, we are made to feel that taking pride in our success equates to being boastful. This can lead to feelings of guilt and a decision to stay silent. While you can choose your moments and be respectful of others' feelings, the King of Earth suggests that you have every right to celebrate your achievements and take pride in your accomplishments. If you have the resources and means to enjoy yourself, then do so. There is no need to ask for anyone's permission or blessings. This is, after all, why you have worked so hard. The King of Earth may also symbolise a need to take a methodical approach that you know will work for you. At this time, do not deviate or take a chance on trying something new. Do not allow the opinions of others to sway you, either. Instead, trust in your usual process, especially if it has always worked for you in the past. So thank you, Dreams of Gaia Tarot. As always, I love your readings. And a beautiful card there, lots of symbolism. What does that symbolism mean to you? It's interesting, the third eye at the top there, it's got a spiral in it. And again, like the other ones, he's got closed out eyes. Internal and external worlds are balanced. Antlers represent going up, getting the energies from the higher energies, but still grounded to earth. Acorns. The oak tree. It's a very ancient symbolic healing tree. So yeah, you may not know what it means to you, so you may want to look up other people's interpretations of the symbolism. But the idea is to do that and then let that go to find your own symbolism. Like, for instance, you might have some energies and some feelings revolving around an oak tree that you used to sit at when you were younger, or play around, or where you used to go and collect acorns and then play. Is it acorns that you play conker with, or does the conkers come from another tree? But you get my gist. There may be a memory where that's speaking to you in another way. So now, because we're obviously dealing with water and the power and intelligence of water and how it holds all information, we're ending on the bottom three cards of the Dr. Emerotto water crystal cards. So the first one is Earth, Machu Picchu. So that was the bottom pack. The bottom of the pack is the unseen, unaware, subconscious spectrum reading for the reason. And this was the Earth cards. I'm not going to read the details again of Earth because we read them last time. But I will read Machu Picchu. And it's number 9. So that's fitting because number 9 was our 9/9 portal that just closed yesterday on the 27th. Machu Picchu. This Inca, I'm not sure if it's pronounced C as in S here, or it's Citadel or Citadel. This Inca citadel, located in the Andes Mountains of Peru, is one of the world's most well-known sacred places. Since ancient times, this land has been preserved as sacred. And 9 represents physical completion in the physical reality. So there we go. If that's speaking to you, you may want to pause the video and do an open-eyed meditation staring at it. The next one was a power card. Prosperity. And that's just prosperity. And it's number 1 for new beginnings. So with our physical completion, our karmic completion, it is definitely number 1 for new beginnings with prosperity. Abundance is on its way. They're amazing cards to look at because every snowflake is different. And Riz, an only snowflake, and the Native American Indians gave us that name when we were 2. Yes, they did, didn't they? Earth, summer. I wish we knew which ones and where they were. I'd love to go visit them again. So to balance out the card at the beginning, winter. Winter was the card given for the opening of the reading, wasn't it? Summer's number 2. Balance, choices, patience. Summer. Water is an important part of this season as it quenches our thirst and helps to nurture the land in its dry state. Spray water on your face while you are basking in the sun, or run through the sprinklers and feel the cool spray refreshing your soul. And we do actually have a lavender pillow spray which we spray on our face, and another, I think it's lemongrass and something else that we spray on us too, because it stimulates the face nerve cells, which all again are those nerve cells that the 32 Hertz weighted fork did at the start. So, and the card to close it off that was given was dolphin. So cats represent independence and play. Bast, the cat goddess, is one of our guides that was on the spiritual painting that Annie B did, that we put up sometimes. Dolphins represent this in the sea, highly intelligent, and they work with sound a lot. So this is very fitting for this reading. It's very beautiful there. Looks like it's got a picture of the embryo in the middle. Sound and vibration, the splitting of cells. But dolphins also, so they're in the sea of consciousness is where they live, highly intelligent, and they also represent play and fun and independence. So it's very fitting for the self-accountability, self-responsibility, self-management into your own self-healing, and recognising the innate healing abilities of these bioorganic computers of bodies that we live in. And so that is the dolphin comes under number 7, which represents self-growth, again, self-development. Dolphins are Dolphins are our teachers of unconditional love. Focus on them when you need to connect with this energy. Picture yourself surrounded by them in the ocean as you swim together, surrounded by their bubbles of joy. So that's beautiful. And you'll be swimming around in the ocean of consciousness. So that's the end of our reading, my beautiful people. Namaste. From Zanoni Snowflake. And we'll just end with a little bit of the air Koshi wind chime. Air represents the mind. But we'll say goodbye now. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, day, sleep, wherever you are in the world, whenever you come to watch this, as it is timeless guidance.